What's up, everybody? As you can see, it's a pretty wet day out, and if you listen carefully, you can probably hear the rain hitting the roof of my car. I woke up normal time around 7:30 this morning, headed out. It was lightly drizzling. I went to a couple garage sales. There was a community school parking lot sale. I didn't find anything. I was out for maybe about a half hour, 45 minutes, and it was starting to rain a little heavier. I hit up one more house on the way home. All they had was 2 gaming chairs, like the rocker chairs that have the speakers in them. That was all they had there, but they said at another house, one of their other houses, I guess, or someone that was selling their house, said that they had some game stuff, and if I came back at 10 o'clock, she'd bring it on over and I could look through it. Well, she originally said she had PlayStation and some old 360 stuff, and I was like, yeah, okay, I mean, there's a chance there could be some cool PlayStation games, whatever. I come back, and one of the bins was closed. This is when I got back at 10 o'clock. One bin was closed, one was open. I see a completely demolished 360, taken apart. She said it had, like, the red ring, and there was no controllers, no cables. It was just the system and a 20-gig hard drive. And then I opened the lid on the other one, and I had a small heart attack. In the back of my car, you can probably see it's kind of glary. There's some plastic bags. Those are plastic bags. They're covering 2 boxes that are full of Super Nintendo and Nintendo stuff. The biggest Super Nintendo and Nintendo pickup I have ever had at a garage sale. This is your car footage for the day. Obviously, it's raining. I'm not going to go out anymore. It's like 10:45 now or something. So I ended up getting everything that you will see after this clip for $150. You might be like, wow, that's a decent amount to spend at a garage sale. There's one game in there that is worth $150 at least. So, good day. And I guess now I will go inside and I'll show you all the stuff I got. I had to change my clothes because I was soaking wet from the rain and possibly a little bit from the excitement of all this stuff. But first I'm going to do the random game giveaway winner. And if you don't notice, there is a cat sitting in my lap. And this is the perfect time because she can help with the drum roll. So we're just going to do the announcement right now. So ready? The winner of the random game giveaway this week for whatever system they want the game to be on is Juice Dis 3. Congratulations. Please send me a random message either here on YouTube. A random message? No, don't send me a random message. Send me a personal message either here on YouTube or on the Facebook fan page. The link to the Facebook is in the About section of all the videos. And let me know what system you want your random game to be selected for, and give me your shipping address, and I'll get your game mailed off to you shortly. For the person that won last week, I will get your game mailed out. It's been a busy week for me. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind, but your game will be going out too. So anyway, as always, guess what? You have a chance to win a random game this week as well. All you have to do is be subscribed, thumbs up this video, and leave a comment down below. Comment can be about whatever, what did you get this week. My suggestion for you guys, though, is since this is a very Nintendo and Super Nintendo heavy garage sale day, big old pickup, let me know in the comment section what is the most wanted NES or Super Nintendo game that you guys are looking for. For me, it would be Little Ninja Bros on Nintendo and R-Type 3 on Super Nintendo. Probably those 2 at the top of my list right now. Anyways, so just be subscribed, thumbs up the video, leave a comment down below, and you have your chance to win a random game. Contest each week goes until Friday at midnight Eastern Standard Time, and then the winners are announced in the Sunday pickup video. Okay, now on to the fabulous day that I had. This just goes to show you that even when it's raining, and it was raining, downpouring actually, by the time I finally went back and picked up the stuff. When I went to the house the first time, it was lightly drizzling. It was kind of crappy weather, but always go out unless it's lightning and tornado or snow or really, really bad weather. Obviously, there's probably not going to be anything happening. But in this case, if it's just lightly raining, go out, and even if you only find 5 garage sales or 3 garage sales, there's always still that chance that you just ask, hi, do you have anything game related? This stuff, as always, like it always is, it was not out at the sale. This was actually at one of their other houses, and they had to go get it. So without further ado, I'll run through the games first. Actually, I'll run through the systems first. The systems were a top loader NES system, starting off strong, very clean. It did not come with a dog bone controller, though it came with 2 of the brick NES controllers, the normal ones. So that was a little bit a bummer that it did not come with a dog bone, but it did work. Everything's fine with that. And then 2 Super Nintendo systems, 1 and 2. This one, obviously you can tell, is a nice combo of crusty yellow and regular gray. This one, pretty yellow on the front. This one is actually one of the old original locking models. You can see on the inside right there. They used to have that little feature in there to lock the games in. And then this one is the later model that doesn't have the... Oh wait, I'm totally lying. This one has a locking mechanism too. I thought this one didn't. Oh well. They're both the older locking models. One of them works fine. The other one goes to the title screen of every game. Different parts, obviously, of title screens on different games, but it will not go to actual gameplay. I can, like, in the select menus, I can adjust volume settings or sound effects if that game has that, but I cannot go into an actual game and play it on one of those Super Nintendos. Has to be something wrong with something on the motherboard. I am not that tech savvy when it comes to fixing and repairing older consoles, so that might be a project for my friend that normally buys the non-working ones from me. And then there was a arcade stick. It's the Arcade Pro made by Interact, and it has its cable. There's a cable it plugs in the back here. That's for the Super Nintendo. There was 2 original Super Nintendo controllers. It's kind of all tangled. A couple off-brand ones. At least all 3 systems had their hookup cables and the power plugs, and at least 1 controller per system. As for the games, there's like 56 games here. So as I mentioned before, this is my biggest Super Nintendo lot at an actual garage sale. At least since 2.5 years ago or so. I remember I got one really big lot at a estate sale, but it also had like Wii stuff and N64 and I think PlayStation, I can't remember. Anyways, big friggin' pile of Super Nintendo and NES games here. Most of them aren't that impressive. I would say only about 10 to 15 of them are you know, solid titles, but there's that one gem in here that kind of makes up for the lack of better ones, I guess. We have Mario's Early Years, Fun with Numbers, Super Star Wars, Jurassic Park Part 2, The Chaos Continues. Excuse me for my tongue being all screwed up. Apparently, my excitement is causing me to not speak English properly. Scooby-Doo Mystery, Cool World. That's an interesting movie if you've never seen it before. It is a part animated, well, I'd say like 90% animated, and then there are some real-life parts and some human characters, some animated characters. Definitely an odd movie you should check out. Mickey Mania, The Timeless Adventures of Mickey Mouse. Most of these games are in good shape, label-wise and stuff. A few of them have a few issues, like these 2. 2 mystery carts. I have actually not tested. I meant to test these before I did the video, but I will have to test these and then mention them maybe in next week's Pickups video, what they were. Pretty sure that this one is a football game. From the very tip of the corner of the label there, it kind of looks like it's one of the football games that was on the Super Nintendo. This one, they actually wrote on it at one point, and I see it looks like they put a number 2, and there's a word that starts with F. Might be Franken. Might be that like Dr. Franken game on there or something. I can't. I'll have to test it out and tell you later. Super Mario Kart, Contra 3. That was obviously a nice one in there. Yoshi's Island, Acrobat, Arrow the Acrobat, Vegas Stakes, and well, there's a few more, quite a bit more Super Nintendo games. 2 copies of Mario World, and Star Fox. Then we have Jungle Book, Bulls versus Blazers. Tiny Toons Buster Bust Loose. This one has some label damage on the top there. Road Riot. Batman Returns. I'm piling them all around my feet. We have Mario Paint. No mouse or pad or anything. Jurassic Park. And Turn and Burn. So, like I said, there was... With Super Nintendo, there was a good, like, 6 or 7 really solid titles there. The rest, kind of filler. Same idea with the Nintendo. Lots of filler. Sesame Street, Countdown, California games. I'm not going to show you, you don't have to see them. Duck Hunt, Golf, Mario, Duck Hunt, and Track Meet, Mickey Mousecapade, Deadly Towers, RC Pro-Am. Here's some of the Super Nintendo controllers, the off-brand ones. We have Ninja Gaiden, Blades of Steel, Punch-Out, obviously always a good one, Donkey Kong 3, Dr. Mario, and Sesame Street 1, 2, 3, another Mario Duck Hunt, WrestleMania, but not a Titties on the Hulkster edition there. There we go here. Pro Wrestling, Jordan vs. Bird, Street Fighter 2010, Hogan's Alley, and we're almost down to the end. Of course, I'm saving the best for last. I mean, come on. Tiger Heli, Kung Fu, Gyromite, Original Turtles, Renegade, and then the last 4, we have Star Tropics 2, Zoda's Revenge, Darkwing Duck. This one I actually did not have for my collection. Toxic Crusaders. It's really dirty and has crap like all over it, but once I get it all off, I've already removed a bunch. It'll be a really nice copy. The label's in really good shape. And then the winning gem of this entire lot right here. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. Super Game Boy. The winning one, I have only ever come across this game one time, and that was the one that went into my collection, and it wasn't a garage sale find. It was just someone selling their collection, and that is Bubble Bobble Part 2. When you break down the price of all the stuff I got, it's like $2 and change per item. So you could safely say that any of this stuff would be worth at least $2 and change. So Bubble Bobble Part 2 for less than $3. That was friggin' amazing. And honestly, I did not even see this in the box at first. She opened up the tub. I was like, wow, that's a lot of old retro shit. And I kind of gazed at, the top layer. We went back and forth on the price. She would not come off $150. And then I was like, okay, well, at that price, I'm going to need to, dig through, because I want to at least make sure that there's something, good in there. So started going through the games, and I got about 60 or 70% through, and then we kind of started talking again and trying to figure out a price. And then once, while we were doing that, I just kind of caught out of the corner of my eye. I was like, oh, Bubble Bobble, extra letters and words, Part 2. I was like, okay. So then at that point, I was like, 150 sounds fine to me, because that game is well over the $200 mark on average, up into the $300 mark. So fantastic day at the garage sales. I do have some other, the garage sale, one garage sale. I do have some other stuff to show you, so give me 1 second, I'll grab that. I have some stuff to show you that I got earlier this week. From Aaron, I have a just box, no styrofoam, nothing in there, for the control deck. I need to find the official Nintendo Player's Guide. I actually thought I might have had it in my game room, but I don't. I believe that Josh actually has a copy of that. I might try to get that from him, but I did not have this box in my collection. It stinks it doesn't have the styrofoam, but I got it for $10, and it does have its flaps, and it's seen better days, but it's all there, and I can actually do a little bit of cardboard repair, put some glue on some of the parts that are peeling off on the side. So I definitely think $10 for a box that I didn't have to go. And I have a Nintendo I can throw in there, so that was nice. And then I got this stuff from my local game store, M&M Games. These two I just picked up, Dig Dug 2 and and Phantasy Star Online version 2 on the Dreamcast. And then I did a trade. I had a really nice condition Glacier Game Boy Advance that I found in my game room. And I say found because I knew I had one in a certain bin, and I was going through another one, and there was another complete in box Glacier. So I was like, okay, well, I know that they had a Arctic one in the box. Box has a bit of wear to it. There's some dings on the front side, and the corners are a little beat up, but the system was good in there. I have this color system as well, so I basically just needed the box, but I did a trade. I traded their boxed one for mine, so that was very nice. Then I got, I'll save that one for last. If it wasn't for that Nintendo pickup at the garage sale, this would have been a very short video this week. We have Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise. The last thing I have to show you is the coolest thing that I've added to my collection in a very long time. I was contacted on Facebook by someone named Shane, and he lives in New Zealand, and he said he had a Mega Drive game for sale, and it happened to be days before Christmas, and I was like, holy shit, because that is a very rare, very expensive Mega Drive title. And I was a little hesitant to kind of ask, how much are you, wanting for it? I didn't get an approval from him to say like how much I'd pay it. I didn't ask him, so I won't give an exact price, but it was about half of what it's going for on average. So when he said that, I was like, okay, I kind of have to buy it at that price because I'm not going to come across this. It didn't come out in America, and for the price he gave it to me, there's no way I would just stumble across it on eBay or something. So it is complete. And the manual is in really nice shape. Game's in really good condition. So thank you very much, Shane. This is now the prized possession of my Sega collection. This took precedence now over KO Flying Squadron, Panzer Dragoon, Saga, and Musha. So this will be at the top of the list now for my favorite. And then that's all the pickups I have to show you, but I want to mention a few things. One is I'm possibly going to do a Rare Games I Own 2015 video. I used to do a series a long time ago just when I would pick up some rare games or whatever. I'd show them, talk about them, kind of say the value or actually how rare they are, maybe how many copies were made if I can find that info. But I haven't done that for a really long time, and I can't do a game room tour because I don't really have a game. A lot of people ask this, and I really don't have a game room currently. Everything is packed up. Behind me, if you notice, is a big old stack of games in cases. Well, my house, a lot of places looks like that, unfortunately. Like, my game room is completely filled. There's cases right here. There's cases over here. This is one. So I can't really just, I'd have to just go around opening up lids on cases like, oh, here's some games and here's some more. So it would make more sense instead of doing a game room tour for me to do like a highlights video of what I've gotten since the last time I did a Rare Games I Own video. So that might be coming soon. Keep an eye out for that. I get at least one comment per pickups video about these two guys up here. They're actually about 2 feet tall. I know they look small, but they're far away on top of a bookshelf. They are made by an artist and a Halloween yard haunt enthusiast named Pumpkin Rot. He has a website called pumpkinrot.com and a blog on there. He is well known in the haunted house, yard, Halloween haunt industry, and he actually did props for a movie called Mr. Jones, which was pretty trippy. Check that out if you like weird horror films. He works with papier-mâché and natural materials like tree branches and vines and rope and all types of stuff. So check out his website if you like creepy things or you're wondering like where those came from. I actually have quite a few of his props. He doesn't really make them for sale anymore. He just makes them for his own, personal use and for the art and for his website. Anyways, go check that out if you want. I just mentioned that because like I said, everyone always asks, what are those things? Are those shrunken torsos? They're technically like skeletal zombies coming out of the ground. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please enter the game giveaway. Just be subscribed, thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and I will talk to you all later. Love you guys. Peace.